Hi everyone, I am Kristen May Aratan, and in this video, we're going to tackle about encapsulation in Java programming.
It's not the right time tonight, but I won't move until it stops. Go back to the top. Back to the top.
So, to start off this video, let's define first encapsulation. So, encapsulation is one of the fundamental concepts in object-oriented programming. It is where we hide the internal representation or state of an object from the outside or from the user. This is also called information hiding. So for you to better understand the concept of encapsulation, let me give you a real-life situation or example. So I know that most of us loves to watch television, especially nowadays that we are not allowed to go outside our house because of the pandemic. So, what do we need to do so that we could watch our television? So first things first, we're going to plug it and then press the power button in the remote control. But this is how it goes. Once you turn on your TV, a series of complex events is actually happening in the internal components of your TV. But it doesn't really matter if you don't know what exactly is happening in there, because you already have the access to the specific interface of that object. So let's have a deeper understanding about encapsulation. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you a sample code for encapsulation. So right now, I am using a Java Eclipse. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're gonna create a new Java project, and we're going to name it encapsulation, since that is what our video is all about. Then click finish. Let's just go and create this module right here. And then, after creating our Java project, we're going to create our two classes, the subclass and our main class, which contains our main method. So, in order to create your class, just right-click the project name, new, and then class. So, you're asked here to input a class name, new Java class name. So, let's just say we wanted to create an object for a bank account. So let's type right here, bank account. Let's not check this box right here because we would not put our main method here. So just click finish. So as you can see, here is our bank account class. So the next one is our main class, new, and then class. So we're gonna name our main class just encapsulation again, encapsulation. Then we're going to check the box right here so that it would contain our main method. So as you can see, we've already created our two classes here, the bank account and the encapsulation. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're gonna create objects or variables of our object bank account. So what information do we need for a bank account? So I think the basic information that we need for a bank account is the account name and the account number. So we're going to create those one. String account name. Next one is the account number. So let's try printing this out, but before that we need to create a new instance for our bank account class. So bank account equals new bank account. So now that we're done creating our new instance bank account, oh, I forgot to input the variable. So let's just use bank account A. After that, we'll try to print out the account name, system dot out dot print line. So let's just A dot. When you type A dot, there's this tablet will show up here. These are the things that our object bank account can do. The account name, account number equals to string to get. So let's try to have the account name. So now that we're done, let's try to run this one. So as you can see, it is null, which means it doesn't contain any value. So let's try. Oh, but encapsulation, the point of encapsulation is to abstract or to make the variables private from the user so that it would be simpler for the user to use the object. So let's not forget to type the keyword here, private. So the keyword private right here is an access modifier, which means the user cannot view or access. But if the user wants to access this information, the user needs to create the setter and getter methods. These methods are the most important methods in encapsulation. First is the setter method, which sets or updates the value of a specific variable, while the getter method retrieves a value from a method. So before we tried to run this one and it's null. So let's try creating the setter and getter method for the account name. So public void. So public right here is also an access modifier, which means the user can access or view, and the void keyword right here means it doesn't return any value because we are just setting the value for the account name variable. So we need to type the word void. Set account name with the parameter string data type string account name. Let's not forget the brackets if we're going to create a method, because that's the common error programmers usually encounters. So account name equals new account name. I think we have some error here. New account name. So as you can see, we have an error here. That is because our account name is private. So when we type a dot right here, the account name and account number doesn't show up because we already set it into private. So in order for us to access the account name method, we need to create the getter method for the account name. Public string public string get account name. So as you can see, I didn't put the keyword void here since we are returning a value from a method. So we're gonna input the keyword return account name. Now let's try setting the value for our account name. So a.set account name, set account name. So let's just input my name right here, Christine May Aratan. Now let's try to print this one right here. A dot. So since we've created the get method right here, it will show up here when we type a dot, the set account name. So let's just click it and let's try to it's not set, it's get the account name, new account name. Oops, sorry guys. So now let's try to run this one. So here in our console, the account name is already displayed. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're gonna create the setter and the getter method for the account number. We're just gonna do the same thing that we did for the account name. So public void, since we're not returning any value, we're just setting the value for account number. Set account number, the parameter long, new account number. Account number equals new account number. After creating the setter method for the account number, we're going to create the getter method. Public long get account number. Let's not forget the bracket right here. Return, since we're going to return a value from a method, account number. So let's set the value for our account number right here. A dot. So as you can see, the account number is already here, since we have already created the get method, the account and the get method for our account number. So let's just say our account number is 75 65 50 4000 long. Then let's try printing this out. System dot out dot print line a dot get account number. Now let's try to run this one. So in our console, the account number and account name is already displayed. So to wrap up this video, the point of encapsulation is to make these variables or attributes private from the user. So in order for them to access this information, they needed to create the setter method and the getter method for each one. And then try to run this one. Then the account name and the account number is already displayed in our console. So that's it for our video, everyone. I hope that you learned something about encapsulation in Java programming. God bless everyone and stay safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.